What's up, guys? Welcome to Behind the Grind. I'm your boy Trippy. You see my host right beside me right here. Johnny Concepts will be on a little bit later, hopefully. He's out celebrating his birthday with the good wife, Lauren. Shout out to them.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, big facts. Yeah, guys, say what's up to Libsey if you're in the chat. We're going to let the room build for a little bit. I've got a couple of you in here already. Guys, we got a couple of verses of Libsey's to play tonight and an official video of his titled Trippy. So we're going to get into that in a little bit.
I was gonna say the remix of that also features Ritz from Strange Music. So
that's dope.
Yeah, I released that on my last album that just dropped. Okay. But my bad. I'm interjecting.
No, that's perfect. That's wonderful. That's it. We can talk about that when we play the track too.
Absolutely.
Dirt Russell in here from EXP crew. What's up, Dirt? Cuz that's
what up, everybody?
That's my twin right there. In case you didn't know, we got Miles Higher in the building. Rebel Network, what's good, guys? If you could like the original video, please drop a comment in a bit when you can for a question rather for Libsey. And we're about to get into this interview, so let me play my little commercial here, and we'll be right back. Yep, Behind the Grind 52. We keep peeling back the curtain on some of your favorite grind mode affiliates. Tonight we got the homie Libsey. Libsey, what's good, man?
Same shit, different day. Just a beautiful Thursday, I think it is. Thursday night?
I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah. Some shit like that. Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah, we on here on Thursdays. That's what we do. It's been a couple of weeks due to what holiday did we just have? The bird one?
Yeah, the one where all the people got slaughtered and then they had a big dinner after.
Right. And then they celebrated. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they kicked them out the country that they were. Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Thanksgiving. Anyway, that's what it's called. That's right.
That's for the other podcast. That's the other podcast. But guys, welcome to the show. You already know who the guest is. Like I said, I do have a Cypher verse of Libsey's I would like to play for y'all so you can get familiar with the artist before we get familiar with the man, if you will. So Libsey, if you could mute your mic for me, I'm going to go ahead and play this Third Eye Open verse of yours.
Gotcha.
My man. All right, guys. So give me 1 second while I share this screen, and we're going to go ahead and get into this verse. There it is. Bang. All right, guys. This is Grind Mode Cypher Third Eye Open Volume 6, produced by ANC Beats. Shout out to homie, make some dope shit. This one's how many views we sitting at over here? 33K. This one dropped about 3 years ago. Make sure you go by the video after this. Give it a like, give it a comment. But let's get into it.
They flow together beautifully. They say opposites attract while I'm positive. I'm negative. I'm trying to close the cipher out, the bounce and pop a sedative. Your favorite rapper's rapper. I ain't trying to be competitive. You'd never make the cipher cause your rhyme scheme is repetitive. Like, wait. Now hold up, boy, I feel like Bobby Womack with these diamonds on my wrist. It's gonna be tough to get your hoe back. Be like, wait, now hold up, still the show is slacking low jack. Every beat that lingo sends me, you know it's gonna be a toe tag. I'ma smoke these other rappers, twist them like a cigarillo. Pillow talking on the beat, yelling your shell like I'm a dillo. Been the top dog forever, yeah, my pants are tough as Brillo. And I wanna be the reason why your wifey is a widow. Yeah, and I've met every word I've spoken. I've awoken to the concept everybody else is choking when they hit the top. Cause everybody feeling like they chosen, never coping with the fact that their third eye isn't open.
Bang. What y'all think of that? Darrell, I see you.
Appreciate the love, Darrell.
Yeah, for real. What up?
Appreciate the love, Dirt. Salute, A-OK.
This is good. This has to be good. I don't know what it is, but Robot Goat. Yeah, that's good. That's definitely good. There, Russell killing it. Word, appreciate y'all. Yeah, I love that verse. It's a good verse. So Libsey, man, before we get into the grind mode side of things, you know, you're an artist yourself, obviously. So like, how did music get into your life before your artistry? Like, you know, how did you find music in general and hip hop in general?
So I'm gonna start real way back. So my uncle's been the leader of metal bands locally for like 30 years. So I always had I kind of grew up on the metal side, realistically. But my mom was more of like the oldies. and she was more like 50s and shit like that. So it was a mix. You know, if I was at my uncle's house, it was metal. If I was at home with my mom, then it was like older stuff for top 40 radio. So one of the bands that I came across that I genuinely loved, and I love the music, I love the artistry behind the main person of them, The Doors. I'm a huge Doors fan. Not too many people actually know that. Like the inner circle know that, but not too many people really know. But like I'm a massive Doors fan. Jim Morrison was a fucking visionary. He was a genius. So I find a lot of inspiration myself going back and like look like Jim Morrison kind of looked at the past and the future to make his sound. You know what I mean? Like he was very futuristic with some of the sounds he was using for the time.
Right.
So in my like the way I do music is like I kind of look at the both what I was influenced by and where I think the trends are gonna go and try and mesh the two. Beautiful. How I found hip hop was I wasn't exactly the best in school. It's not like I was stupid, but I was just lazy.
Right. Okay.
So I just didn't want to do the work.
I can relate to that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can all relate to that.
Right.
So basically, I would get grounded a lot for bringing in shit report cards. So I would only be relegated to like no TV, no doing anything, but I had my radio. So I was like, all right, cool. So I would listen to the radio, and early 2000s, like the rap that was on was like the 50 Cent, the Nelly, and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like that's what really like got me into hip hop. Straying away from the metal and trying to find my own genre of music that I like.
This sounds like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So I found more. When I actually started looking into other hip hop artists, when I started getting interested, I found a lot of stories to be relatable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mom, dad not around, struggling because I'm in a shitty neighborhood, just trying to better myself. Like I was able to relate to that. I couldn't relate to the gang shit. You know what I mean? You see do you see how fucking white I am?
Right.
I obviously ain't fucking with. I obviously can't relate to no gang shit. But like, I was able to relate to a lot of other aspects of hip hop, and it was just. It seemed a lot more. It was a lot more versatile than rock. It's a lot more versatile than other genres of music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's like the subgenres of hip hop is fucking crazy. The amount of different versions of hip hop there is just genuinely wild. Right. So a lot of my earlier influences were like the early 2000s hip hop, and that's kind of what got me interested. What inspired me then on after, once I started doing my research, was a lot more of the 90s hip hop. Like the Biggies, the Pacs, Wu-Tang, fucking Nas, Big L, Big Pun, fucking Tribe Called Quest, fucking Busta, like the old New York sound. Like that's my favorite hip hop. I love the West Coast. Don't get like peace and love to the LBC. Like I love old Snoop Dogg. I love old shit like that, like from the West. But the New York sound is just my favorite. You know what I mean? That's just, I love the old New York sound.
I agree. Yeah, that era was something special for hip hop. We were like, we were coming out of the Tupac and Biggie era, and we DMX was still there, Jay-Z was still there, Nas was still there, and the Locks was coming up, Diddy was still there, obviously, but it was like, who's gonna like, what's next? Like, we were at this point of like, what's next, and then all of a sudden, like Nelly popped. And then like the Dirty South movement was first, I believe, and then Nelly popped, but all that shit was going down, and it was a very interesting time for hip hop. And like you said, the addition of all like the subgenres and whatnot of hip hop is fucking phenomenal. Also, like go down wormholes of any subgenre and you find yourself a fan of a few people in any of it.
Yeah, literally.
I do. So I think there's a time and a place for every subgenre of hip hop. I love it all, man. Give me the trap, give me the fucking drill, give me the fucking boom bap, give me whatever, bro. Give me off the tops. Give me pause.
Hey, happy birthday, Johnny.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. I actually just came back from a birthday dinner, so I
That's what's
appreciate
up.
you guys.
He was at Chuck E. Cheese.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, if that's where you went for your birthday dinner, if that's fire.
It's super valid.
Nah, we was over at Smoky Bones. We were chilling.
This
Oh, there
comment,
you go.
this might be comment of the night. Unfortunately, just
He is Johnny.
if you know the context, yeah, exactly. Thank you. But Johnny, welcome to the show, man. This is Behind the Grind 52. Just
I feel like I'm the guest now. I like
no, but no, that's cool. So Johnny, just to catch you up, man. Libsey came up as a big Doors fan with and Jim Morrison fan, and was really into their eclectic style and shit like that. And he was way ahead of his time, Libsey thought and believed. So was a big fan of that. And then he found hip hop via the early 2000s scene, and then later went back and found all the greater 90s shit, and which he's still a fan of today, I guess, more or less. And in a nutshell is what we've already talked about. So
yeah, I was gonna say shit. I got 32 Chambers on vinyl hanging on the wall right now. I didn't even know. I didn't even take the cellophane off.
Smart man.
Like I have that, and guess what's sitting right next to it? MF Doom Special Herbs Volume 1 and 2.
That's awesome.
dope.
The record that looks like the zigzag pack.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
That's awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's like the man cave of fucking vinyl. Let's go.
Right.
What's up?
It's a good start for any man cave collection right there. Just those two alone.
Shit, I could pull out the other ones that I've got. I have Mac Miller's Swimming album on vinyl.
Okay.
I didn't even take the cellophane off that because it was the one right before it was the one he died with. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I've got that. I have a couple of Teddy Pendergrass albums.
Wow.
Fucking, I have the Breakfast Club soundtrack on vinyl.
Nice.
Like I got a whole bunch of cool random shit.
Oh yeah. So you're just a fan of good music.
I'm a fan of eras I wasn't alive in.
Okay.
Because every era I've been alive in kind of sucked, in comparison to the others.
I could agree with that. Yeah, I could agree with that. 100%. We certainly don't have any Michael Jacksons, Princes, Teddy Pendergrass, Marvin Gaye's, Aretha Franklin, and
like the 70s, the 60s, 70s, and 80s just looked like a bop. You know what I mean? They just looked like so much fun.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, and then we got to 90s, grunge happened, and everyone got pissy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
something happened. Maybe CERN started back in the 90s. We just didn't know it. Anyway.
No.
Yeah. Anyway. No, it was HARP. No, I'm just playing. I say too much on this podcast, man. But so Libsey, man, you're a fan of hip hop and shit. When did you decide, like, all right, I love music so much, I'm gonna fucking sit down and I'm gonna try to create some of my own? Like, how did this happen?
So funny enough, it was kind of on accident.
Okay.
So I had moved out of my parents' house and I was living with a friend of mine, and they had like a finished basement with like a projector and whatnot. So my buddy's just sitting there playing Call of Duty on the projector, just shooting the shit. I have headphones in and I have the instrumental to Fireman just playing, with Lil Wayne's Fireman, just playing. I was doing something on my phone and I just wasn't paying attention. And this is probably like 2010, 2011. Fucking, so Fireman's playing on my iPod. So I'm listening to the instrumental, and all of a sudden I just start rapping. You know what I mean? I just start kind of like just rapping off the top of my head, just kind of just going, not really paying attention to anything. And the beat ends, and my buddy pauses the game and he turns around and goes, "What the fuck was that?" And I was like, "What?" He was like, "You just sat there and rapped. What song was that?" And I was like, "It was just the beat. I don't know. And he was like, "Well, keep doing it. That was fucking dope." So from then on, I was like, all right, let me actually try and write some shit. I wrote something. I actually tried writing something, and it was fucking horrible, but I carried that piece of paper around for like a year. It was like, hey, you like hip hop, does this sound fire? Hey, you like hip hop, does this sound fire? And it was genuinely fucking shit. So like
You still have that paper?
Yeah.
No, but I think I remember it, and I'm not saying it on the show.
You don't
It was
think you
just
know
bad.
damn well you remember. You know damn well you remember it.
Yeah, I carried it around for a year. So, but yeah, no, I ended up stopping for a little bit and not really doing anything with it. But then I like kind of got back into it. I forgot how, but I just started kind of like writing some shit one day, and I just kept formulating, and you just kept writing and writing and writing. Eventually, I started like writing stuff to beats, and I was like, hey, I should probably actually write it to a beat, so that way these bars actually make sense. So fucking after a while, I was just like, you know what? I kind of actually want to take this seriously. A lot of people been saying that these writtens are dope. Let me actually apply the method and fucking start recording music. I recorded a mixtape, I want to say 2012. I scrubbed it from the internet because that is also also fucking horrible.
We've all been there.
Dude, it was bad. It was bad. But yeah, so I released that, but then took like a 4-year hiatus. 2016 is around the time when I actually really started writing music again and actually like taking it serious to the point where this is who I am now. You know what I mean? Like this is the Libsey that's picked back up in 2016 is the Libsey you see now. No breaks in between. I've just been going hard since then. So I've been writing music roughly since 2010, 2011. But
yeah, it takes time to hone this craft, man. And
fucking
motherfuckers don't realize that, and they think they're dope right off rip. A lot of them. Now, don't get me wrong. There's all that. There's always the God-gifted talent motherfuckers who the first day on the job they're already stellar at what they do. But you know, we weren't all that way. This comes from years and years of hard work, dedication, and enthusiasm for hip hop and love for the culture and shit. So that's how we get through the grind. Like most people, you know, if you suck at something, like if you pick up a video game and you suck at it, the person just puts the controller down and they're like, I suck at this game, I'm not playing this. And there's something about us stubborn, hard-headed motherfuckers who, when we really want to do something, we're just gonna plug away at it for a fucking decade. Right. And then all of a sudden we're like, all right, it's ready. This one's for the culture. Like Knowledge just said.
Bro, I feel that.
Did
you say that purposely because you saw it, or?
Yeah, it was just the universe coinciding.
It
was just the coinciding of the universe, because sometimes it can be a beautiful place we live in. You know, like I believe what we do here on bi-weekly Thursday nights is a beautiful thing. You know, bringing artists on and showcasing them to the audience we have here at Grandma Cypher. I think it's a beautiful thing. So sometimes the universe, you know, plays along with us. So that's all that was.
For sure.
Thank you. Tune in next week. No, just playing.
Now, when you said you started to really take it seriously in 2016. Like, did you then work on like another project there, or like?
Yeah. So what I did was I wrote a bunch of shit, and then I was like, all right, what's the best of this stuff? Let me actually like start releasing some stuff. I wrote a bunch of stuff, and then I took. So I ended up taking a bunch of acid with a couple of friends one night, right? And this actually coincides with the origin of Whooshy Gang and the whole spiel. So I ended up going out with a couple. We started here at my house. We took a bunch of acid, and then a buddy of mine calls me up and he's like, "Hey, you know, we have this amount of people here." It was all people I knew. They were like, "You trying to come through and hang out?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I have these few people," and they were like, "And okay, come through. We don't give a shit. The more the merrier." So we all ended up going through, and I was with. All right, so this is important. So there's a group of people that I'm with that are 21 to 19, like 19 to 21, and the people that we went over to's house is probably like 28 to 35. So there's an age difference. You know what I mean? There's definitely different social hierarchies going on.
Right.
So we go there. Something was said that all of the older adult, like the adultier adults, we all laughed at, and everyone that was like 19 to 21, they were like, "Huh, what?" So my buddy one of my buddies goes whoosh, and it fucking blew up from there. We literally the entire room explodes with laughter at that point.
Yeah.
So I take that whole thought because we ended up saying "whooshy gang" the whole night. So I took that thought, and it was around the time Lil Pump had released Gucci Gang. So I took the instrumental for Gucci Gang, and I did my own shit over it, and I called it Whooshy Gang, and I name dropped everybody that was there that night too in the verse and whatnot. So I made sure to show love to everybody that was there, and that kind of is what kickstarted me actually putting music out, because I was like, you know what, I haven't released anything yet. Let me put this out because this is fire, and this will surprise everybody. It'd be cool to send them the link and just be like, yo, check it out, you're in a song. And that's ended up from there. That song ended up on my first mixtape that I had released, Catacombs. I'm actually working on Catacombs 10 right now, so like that's how long that series has been going.
Wow, that's dope.
So I dropped the Whooshy Gang remix on that, and I've just been going ever since then. So restate your question real quick, because I know I said a lot.
That was it. No, that was it. You pretty much.
Okay.
I just,
I know I rambled a bit. I just wanted to make sure.
No, it's beautiful. How you got into your own artistry and becoming an artist from a fan, the transition and shit like that.
Yeah, it was definitely friends and LSD.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, LSD can spark some excellent creative outbursts, not only when you use it, but afterwards as well.
Very much.
Throughout life. I believe it taps you into some type of part of your brain that would have not been activated otherwise.
Yeah, I've been saying to myself that I need to do another trip soon.
Yeah. See, I've never done LSD, but I've done shrooms. So
think of the shroom high, but more clear.
Ooh.
There's more clarity, you know what I mean? It's not so much like a muddy, like your mind isn't as muddy, you know what I mean? But like you still feel that euphoria. It's almost like an even better euphoria, but it's just, I don't know. I prefer L over mushrooms, personally. Yeah. To each their own, though.
Right.
I do see a question here, though.
Yeah, we can drop this question real quick before we get into the next one of ours. B Franks, shout out to B Franks. Big supporter of Grind Mode. Libsey, question mark. I don't know why the question mark's there. That's funny to me too. It's like Libsey. Top 5 influential MCs, brother.
So for me personally, I would go Mac Miller, Lil Wayne. I would have to go with all of Wu-Tang because I can't just pick one of them.
Okay.
Biggie, and then I'd have to say honestly Suicide Boys, because obviously I can't pick one or both. You know, I have to pick both of them. But
right, random last one. I feel like.
If you see my Spotify playlist, probably not.
Okay, yeah. Okay. You see my top 5? Did you see my recap?
Yo,
that's funny.
Now, like, I'm kind of interested to know, like, which would you prefer? Do you like later Mac Miller or a vintage early Mac Miller?
So I feel like Mac's a very interesting. Mac's a very interesting artist, just for the simple fact that his early stuff was kind of like that frat boy party shit, but it was very, very good bars and lyricism. The cool thing about Mac Miller was you literally heard him grow through his music. Right. You literally heard him mentally grow as an adult through his music. So I love all of Mac's music, but I do prefer, at a certain point, I don't know where it's kind of a gray area where the transition is, because it's so fluid. You know what I mean? It's a fluid transition of, you know, the party kid to still partying, but on a more mature level. Right. But I do prefer the more adultier Mac than I do the younger Mac. The thing about Mac is I was the same age as him when he died. We were born the same year, so that personally hit like really fucking hard because I followed his career from high school when we were both in high school all the way up to his death. So like that really like struck a chord when he passed. So but I do have to say that the more mature Mac is really, really great to listen to.
Big fact.
You know what I mean?
I wanted to interject and say that that Mac, the way you put like it was like a seamless transition into his like of his growth, was because that's what happens when you're a consistent artist. Is that there's no huge gap, there's no 3-4 year gap of like what's his next one gonna sound like. It's just like a continual growth of music, where you really have to pinpoint, you really can't rather pinpoint the moment where he changed, because he was just constantly changing and evolving.
Facts.
You know, R.I.P. Mac.
For sure.
Shit like that. Yeah, no, that's dope, man. But let's bring it back into fucking some grind mode shit. And I wanted to ask you, so now you're making music and stuff. You were working on your mixtape series, and you're doing these things. And when did grind mode Cypher come across your screen?
Bro, honestly, it's the funniest thing. I really don't remember. So I feel like it was just, one of the regular calls, you know what I mean? Calling all MCs, producers things. And I think somebody had tagged me in a post. It was like, hey, you should check this out. And I checked it out, and I ended up doing that particular Cypher. Nice. And I've loved grind mode ever since. You know what I mean? So,
now, when you did your first Cypher, did you have like any expectations as to like what you were walking into, and did it meet those expectations that you had, or did it exceed them?
So, it actually exceeded the expectations, because I had truthfully never watched a grind mode before that.
Nice.
This was my literal first introduction. So like I was like, fuck it, I'll just go to the Cypher. They said send info and they'll send the beat and whatnot, that whole everything you guys are already aware. Right. So I did all that. They sent the beat and I wrote my verse. So once I actually went, like after I did my verse, I was like, hey, I should probably go back and watch some other ones. And I was like, oh, I maybe should have wrote something better.
Bro, no.
But no, it was still a fantastic time. Like I said, it exceeded expectations, because this was like, I had done like local shows before, but this was my first time like really leaving the area, you know what I mean? Going to a different state to do something, because it was at the fucking Alchemy. Where the fuck is Alchemy?
Oh, yeah. That's in Providence, right?
Okay, I was right. It is Providence. So yeah, no, that was my first time leaving the state to actually perform, realistically. So it was very interesting. You know what I mean? It was all like a first time. Like I'd never done this before, right. So it was really cool to experience it. I will say one thing though, and I don't honestly give a fuck if anybody gets mad. Apathy's a weird ass dude, because he was at that Cypher and I went to go dap him up, and I went to go like just be friendly and be like, hey man, I'm a fan of your music, you killed it in that Cypher. And he was like, yeah, and fucking walked off. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm just trying to be friendly. Like, what the fuck kind of energy is that?
Yeah.
So
what up?
They never meet your heroes. So
yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, man. App's my guy, man. App's my guy. But I'll have to let that one slide for App. Maybe you never know.
Number trips. I don't know. Text right now. Get him on here. Let's work this out.
I was about to continue on and say, like, obviously no hard feelings. Like, who the fuck am I to him? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just a random fucking kid with long ass hair. So like, what the fuck does it matter? So like, it was just like, damn, like, the fuck? I thought everybody was gonna be at least friendly, like everybody else was. Yeah,
but I mean, come on, man. App tours, at this point, I think at least every other year, so he's used to the fan interaction, and and not only that, but he's real close to his hometown, being at Rhode Island, and he's from Connecticut and shit. So he should have been expecting some heavy fanfare. So,
well,
so damn, App. That's all I'm gonna say. 2 words. Damn, App.
Well, my whole thought now is, you know what? Bygones be bygones. It's not a big deal. It's not like if it's not like I was like, damn, bro, I was gonna get your autograph. Like it's not like I was gonna be like Stan. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want you to sign my hat. The fuck? Like,
That's funny. Yeah, because on another day he might have. You never know,
right?
You know.
So I understand. Like now, like obviously, 4 years later,
right.
this Libsey totally understands. Like, hey, you
right.
might somebody might have fucking kicked your dog that morning, and you just didn't want to fucking be there. Like I understand. Like I get it. Shit happens.
Life's rough, bro.
But I was like, damn, that's some weird shit.
Yeah. Thanks. Not even a thanks.
Yeah.
Right, so Johnny, what do you think? We can do one of two things. We can do rapid fire, or we can play Libsey's video tripping.
Let's do the video first, and then we'll get into rapid fire right after.
Or should we ask the fans?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's do that. I've got some of you guys in here right now. I want to see at least first to two. We're gonna say rapid, or we're gonna say video, and we're gonna let that build up for a second. If you guys want to see Libsey's video tripping, let's say video. If you want to see rapid fire, say rapid. AOK says video first. Oh, we've got two for video. All right, so it's on that. Oh, rapid fire was in there.
There
too.
we go.
All right. AOK is just fucking with everybody.
The videos are coming in now.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. We're gonna go video.
So real quick before you play the video,
please. Precursor.
I shot the video 100% on my phone.
Okay.
I did all the edits on my phone. I did I did everything myself on the phone. Obviously I recorded the song myself here in the studio and shit. So this is literally a 100% like in-house project.
I was just gonna say in-house. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. Not only in-house, but fucking one-man band.
My wife was the one that was filming, so
okay.
Technically not a one-man band. Okay, she was definitely helping.
I can relate to that 100%. My wife shoots all art like my videos, and like I edit them all, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Nice.
Exactly.
Nice. All right, boys. Well, without further ado, respect Libsey. Loved your top 5. B Frank says.
Thank you, B Franks.
All right. So without further ado, gentlemen, could you please mute your microphones?
Gotcha.
I'm going to share the screen for you guys right now. All right, guys. So you ask, you shall receive. We're going to play the Trippy official video. Libsey shot this in-house in his studio with his iPhone and edited it on it as well. Guys, make sure you pop over there and drop it a like I just did, and subscribe to the channel and shit like that. So here we go. Let me make sure I got my volume up. Bang.
It don't really matter if I'm coming or going, I'm always showing that I'm flyer than a passenger bow, and I'm always smoking off a fire that my people are growing, and if I ever got an issue, I'ma reap what I'm sowing. I'm like, well dog, if we're keeping it buck, I put a couple tabs down, now I'm trippy as fuck, and I've been moving with the homies that be keeping it tough, so when I see you, I'ma see you with this shit out of luck. It don't really matter if I'm coming or going, I'm always showing that I'm flyer than a passenger bow, and I'm always smoking off a fire that my people are growing, and if I ever got an issue, I'ma reap what I'm sowing. I'm like, well dog, if we're keeping it buck, I put a couple tabs down, now I'm trippy as fuck, and I've been moving with the homies that be keeping it tough. So when I see you, I'ma see you when this shit out of luck. I've been trippy from the get-go, send me to the shadow realm, better call me Septo. Blue eyes, white dragon on a cigarella, so much weed up in the blood, touchy looking like it's Lizzo. Hippo, fire on the beat just like a Zippo, feeling like I'm Trappy, every mode I go with Sicko. Speaking to my demons, everybody think I'm schizo, boy, I got so many styles, I've been rapping like a ditto, I'm a beast. I'm like Bigfoot, talk slick and I pop up like a kid's book, always make a boss move, never needed input, got so many people up my ass, how does my shit look? Yeah. I'm about to tear up this new booth. I've been getting to the facts like a true sleuth. I've been preaching to the choir, the new youth. Always connected, like never shutting off my Bluetooth. Yeah, you got no chance of being lucky. Say the work of every bee is just as sweet as the honey. I've been a junkie for the money ever since I was 20. So if you think it'd be funny, you'll end up like a mummy. I'm talking wrapped up like it's Christmas. Got your obituary up on my wish list. The way I'm rapping is like vomit, I be the sickest. And if they come to the business, think of the business. Yeah. I'm going out of my noodle, I eat the pussy up for dinner, boy, the kitten caboodle. I've been a killer on the microphone, this rapping is brutal. And if you need to see my accolades, go search me on Google and said I'm a beast. to this rap shit. Crack is Scully, no cap, that's a hat trick. Presto with the pen like magic. I'm like Tory in my lanes, no traffic. It don't really matter if I'm coming and going. I'm always showing that I'm fire than a passenger bowing. I'm only smoking lots of fire that my people are growing. And if I ever got an issue, I'ma reap what I'm sowing. I'm like, well, dog, if we're keeping it buck, I put a couple tabs down. Now I'm trippy as fuck. And I've been moving with the homies that be keeping it tough. So when I see you, I'ma see you in the shit out of luck. It don't really matter if I'm coming and going. I'm always showing that I'm fire than a passenger bowing. I'm only smoking lots of fire that my people are growing. And if I ever got an issue, I'ma reap what I'm sowing. I'm like, well, dog, if we're keeping it buck, I put a couple tabs down. Now I'm trippy as fuck. And I've been moving with the homies that be keeping it tough. So when I see you, I'ma see you in the shit out of luck. Real talk when it comes to this, I've been lighting up tracks like an awesomeness. I'm causing fists to fly when I drop a disc, cause I know everybody hate me, better call me Chris. And y'all are trying to run the game like the communists. You're trying to take what we made like the colonists. So I'ma serve it back to you like pharmacists, but with a little bit of honey and some arsenic. I'm off the shit, I'm high like a satellite in orbit. I've been always at the top, I need you, now you never saw it, man. You always been a pussy, ain't no other way to call it. Hit the beat like a kid's game, cold twist poppin'. I'm a walking by a weapon, I'm hazardous. I'll kill a beat for the pleasure and you mad at this. I got love for my people like a pacifist, but if you ever step funny, you can catch a fist. I've been up at the top of this mountain, I'm dumb high. They never listened to me when I was some guy. Now I'm chilling on the beach and I sound fried. Used to have an RL on me cause a bitch lied. Ain't nobody ever care about your pussy. My homie slid up in that shit and told me bro it was bushy. So we kicked you out the crib and let the door hit your tushy, cause we a couple Sith Lords and we don't rock with a Wookiee. I've been rapping, no capping, you gotta look me in my eyes and know the bitch I'm the captain. I'm giving big shout outs to Anna for the track that I'm slapping. There's so much fire on the beat, you swear that I was a dragon. I'm talking mythical, with a visual. I don't want your money if the shit's digital. If you talk shit, we can get physical. Man, I've been at the top, always physical. It don't really matter if I'm coming and going. I'm always showing that I'm fire than a passenger bowing. I'm only smoking lots of fire that my people are growing. And if I ever got an issue, I'ma reap what I'm sowing. I'm like, well, dog, if you're keeping it buck, I put a couple tabs down. Now I'm trippy as fuck. And I've been moving with the homies that be keeping it tough. So when I see you, I'ma see you in the shit out of luck. It don't really matter if I'm coming and going. I'm always showing that I'm fire than a passenger bowing. I'm only smoking lots of fire that my people are growing. And if I ever got an issue, I'ma reap what I'm sowing. I'm like, well, dog, if you're keeping it buck, I put a couple tabs down. Now I'm trippy as fuck. And I've been moving with the homies that be keeping it tough. So when I see you, I'ma see you in the shit out of luck.
Yeah. What did y'all think of that?
So to answer knowledge real quick, so I released that song by myself. I released that version of the song by myself, but I have the Ritz verse on the remix for the album. So I released that song as a single for the album, and then promoted that there would be a Ritz remix on the album. So,
smart.
Well, he wasn't the only one on the album. I had Jaron Benton on the album too.
Nice.
So
nice.
Very dope.
So we're gonna use your connection to get them on grind mode ciphers. Then is the next step. And then we're just gonna fucking.
I think the connections are easier than you think.
yeah, I believe it. Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. Yeah, man, I love the track. The video is dope for being shot on the phone, very crisp and clear quality. Yeah, some of the things were off and shit, but you're editing it on the phone probably, and it's I can only imagine. Like I literally blew out my eye editing on my phone for like 8-hour days back in the day. So and I had to take a long break and shit for my eye to heal, and it was bad days. So I know editing on a phone can be rough and shit too, but for
back in the day, that shit was like last year.
Oh yeah, was it just last year?
It might have been like 2 years ago. I don't know.
Maybe.
How long have we been doing this shit?
I don't know, 2 years now.
I do want to just mention something real quick, because you mentioned that I shot this on an iPhone.
Oh, it's not?
Hell no, fuck iPhones.
I could have sworn that's what you said.
Nah, I shot this on my Galaxy S21 Plus, bro.
Yeah. It was because you said the iPod earlier, maybe.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, no, that was the last Apple product I had.
Yeah, bad. I had the iPhone 3 and I've never gone back.
Yeah, no, Android 100%. I'd rather have a computer in my pocket than a glorified tablet.
Big time. John, what are you rocking these days?
iPhone. I was just playing.
But no, that's super cool about the features and shit. I'd like to hear that, and very interesting for the album. So when do you have an album release date going on? What's going on?
That album dropped October.
Oh, it dropped October. Okay, damn.
Yeah.
Yep.
October 7th.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
damn it.
there will
It's all
be
good.
links in the description for that, guys. So make sure
Yeah,
you-
yeah, I got Libsey's Linktree in the description. But if you want to tell them now where they can find the album, that'd be cool too.
All platforms: Spotify, Apple, Google Play, Amazon, Napster. Napster actually pays the most out to the artists, so if you want to play it through Napster, that'd be cool. Yeah, I believe actually, there's some sort of deal. I was reading up on it. I think they're bringing the payout up to like 50 cents per stream or $1 per stream or
Holy
some
shit.
shit like that, because the companies are making so much fucking money that the artists aren't making much back.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's almost like there's almost like no incentive to even make music at a certain point.
Right.
So
we're earning like fractions of a penny per stream.
exactly.
Yeah, that's why everyone needs to go back to digital downloads. Pay like the fucking $7
Bandcamp.
for an EP. Yeah, Bandcamp is the way to go.
Mhm.
Like, even if it's just like a name your price thing, it's like
Guys,
or
yeah,
charge-
honestly,
or artist.
honestly, guys, if you're watching this and you want to support an artist, try to contact them directly and or find their websites and purchase some merch and physical sales of the music go much farther than streaming us on Spotify or following us there even. I know many artists that would rather make a living off selling merch and physicals than be popping on Spotify. So
Yeah.
but it teach his own.
Not that there's anything wrong with the streaming stuff, but it's like if you really want to support, merch is the way to go.
I 100% agree.
But with that being said,
And with that being said, it's time for welcome to Rapid Fire, brought to you by Brawlers Inc. Clothing. Shout out the legend Joe Brawler. Libsey, let me pull up this page. I don't know if you're familiar with the segment. This is called Rapid Fire. We're going to shoot you a series of either or questions, and we're just looking for one word answer. We don't want any descriptions.
Gotcha.
So if you get description, we buzz you with the electric chair thing that Johnny. No, I'm just kidding. So here we go. Let me share this screen.
you got the blowhorn. You get that.
We still didn't get the Grammy cut him off music. I was telling Libsey about that. All right. So,
I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, here we go. I'm going to share this. I don't know if I usually. Yeah, I do share this. All right, Johnny, you have a question lined up?
Give me a second. Go ahead.
All right. All right, my bad. Here we go.
Favorite brand of cereal?
Cocoa Puffs. Why did I say that?
Fruits or vegetables?
Vegetables.
Doctors or nurses?
Doctors, because they actually know more.
Breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast.
If you weren't doing music right now, what would you be doing?
Playing Pokemon.
Big L or big pun?
Big L.
Favorite Pokemon?
Well, that's a fucking loaded question. Come back to that.
Damn. Save 100 strangers or one loved one?
One loved one.
I'll rephrase the question. Favorite Pokemon region?
Oh, Kanto.
Facts.
Let's see. Premier beat or a Dre beat?
Oh shit. Timbaland beat.
Okay.
Five
Favorite member of D12 not named Eminem?
Bizarre.
Piercings or tattoos?
Tattoos.
Would you rather eat at home or at a 5-star restaurant?
At home.
Kanye as a rapper or producer or life coach?
Producer.
Drive-in or movie theater?
Drive-in.
Macaroni salad or potato salad?
Macaroni salad.
Would you rather be stuck in a blizzard or a hurricane?
Oh, hurricane for sure.
Lost Boys or a Tribe Called Quest?
Tribe Called Quest.
Game or 50?
Game.
Fuck, Easy or Snoop? I don't know.
Snoop.
Damn.
Thank you for participating. That was rapid fire.
Jesus Christ.
Not to my brothers in clothing. It gets
Okay.
you nervous, right? It gets that heartbeat going.
I wasn't ready for that. So fuck Cocoa Puffs. I don't even know why I said that. I definitely wanted to say Fruity Pebbles because Cocoa Pebbles was on my mind at first, but no, Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles is the cereal.
Yeah. So not even Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles.
No, like
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
I panicked.
Yeah. Yeah, that can happen. So now fans be sending you like Cocoa Puffs for the rest of your life.
That's what I'm saying. No,
Yeah.
just send me the Fruity Pebbles. It's way more delicious.
No, they didn't watch this far. They shut off right after that. They were like, I can do that. And they ran off after you said that and sent it.
And even then, even though I'd be way more happier with the Pokemon shit.
Yeah, right. Fact.
Send me Pokemon stuff.
Pokemon anything.
Literally.
Like a lunchbox would be great.
You know, I could use one. It'd be good. Actually, no, I have one actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
Who couldn't use two?
Good point.
You know, who couldn't use two lunchboxes? Sometimes we get hungry as men.
Speaking of Pokemon, shout out to Ash for finally winning something. Good for him.
About fucking time.
Only took him 25 years.
Well, actually, hold on. I'm gonna be a nerd real quick. He actually won the Alola Championship in the 7th generation. They didn't actually have a Pokemon League. He was there during it being set up, so he was the first champion of their league.
Oh, like by default.
Well, by actually making it up the tournament rankings, but it was to crown the first champion. So he ended up actually being the first league champion there. So when they did this championship, like when that he just won the World Cup, basically, he represented that region actually. Okay. He didn't even represent his home region of Kanto.
They don't even like him at home, just like most people.
Oh no, they were watching on TV. It was a vibe.
Oh, where they were watching?
Oh yeah, of course. You think his mother wasn't watching?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. So I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued by the Pokemon realm. I'm sure I'd have been into it if I was, a few years younger. But I'm an old man, and I'm more of like, what's the last great? I don't even have anything to compare it to because there's nothing to compare Pokemon to. It's its own fucking thing. Nothing's ever taken over like Pokemon,
It's literally a monster.
The closest thing I can relate to is like the Ninja Turtle wave, where speaking of like lunch boxes and merch and shit like that, where Ninja Turtles was like the thing for me.
And like Power Rangers,
like got a turtle lunchbox. They never got into like cards or like cards would have been cool for them too. I don't know. They could have figured something out, but they did the video game thing too. So,
but yeah, so I actually battle competitively with Pokemon. I actually go in like go through the ranked system and actually battle ranked battles and shit like that. Right now I'm just it's a new game. It's the newest generation right now. So I'm just trying out different teams. I'm just testing different things. So fucking right now in just free battles, I'm like 27-2 or 27-3. Wow. So, and that's not even actually in the ranked battles right now. That's just doing free battles, just trying out, different strategies, trying out the new monsters that they just released and whatnot. So
didn't even know that was a thing. Didn't know they held competitions like that. That's cool.
That's dope.
They actually the last game, the last generation 8, it had like a UK setting, like the region was like UK based. So they actually held the world championships in London.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was dude, you should have seen it. My house that whole weekend. I was literally in front of the TV just fucking geeking out watching fucking Pokemon battles the whole fucking weekend.
I believe it.
I stopped playing after Gold and Silvers, so
they were actually, fun fact, they were actually supposed to be the last games. Game Freak originally were going to stop after Gold and Silver, but because Gold and Silver got such amazing reception as a sequel to the original Red and Blue, they were like, we just got to keep going. So that's where we are today, and now Pokemon's just this giant conglomerate. You know what I mean? Imagine if they had stopped after Gold and Silver.
Yeah. Right. Well,
where would it be now?
Speaking of conglomerate, if you one day through your music or your Pokemon competitive battling or your podcast,
yes,
if you one day became a conglomerate yourself, what is something you'd like to do to like give back to your community or do within your community?
So, fun fact, actually, speaking about giving back to the community, I've been in the process of trying to get paid shows for artists here in New Bedford. Like, no ticket sales, no fucking cover at the door, just show up and perform. And I'm happy to announce that, like, I actually have a venue. I sat down with them yesterday. Like, it's pretty much a go. We just have to, I just have to type up the contracts and get the artists to sign and whatnot. But I will have an actual paid show for artists that they don't have to fucking sell tickets for. They don't have to get a ticket. They don't have to, door ticket. They don't get the ticket door. It's a set amount. You show up, perform. Here's your money. Have a wonderful rest of your night.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? There's no reason why there should still be pay to play shows. And that's what, if I could be big, you know what I mean? If I could make it somewhere that I can help the community in a better way,
right.
That's what I want to do, is eliminate the need for pay to play shows, because there is no reason why an artist should be charged to perform at any venue. That doesn't fucking make sense. I don't care who is on the bill. That venue and that promoter combined should have a music budget to be able to pay these artists for their time, effort, and performance. There's no need for it. So I've been, like I said,
that's the part I'm gonna clip to promote the interview. But yeah, say it again louder for the people in the back. But yeah, that's awesome, bro.
I actually had made a big post about it too, and I even made the point: if you're gonna pay, any random bar that you know of that has like popular Saturday night karaoke shit, or Friday night karaoke or whatnot, you mean to tell me that you have no issue paying that DJ to just sit there and push buttons and let other random drunk fucks fucking sing shitty fucking songs that half the bar doesn't like?
Right.
Instead of paying local artists in your community to go up and perform for that, you could pay them that same amount of money. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, fucking say you have 4 artists performing for like, just 4 artists. You know what I mean? As an artist myself, if it's local in my city and I don't have to sell tickets or nothing, there's no reason why I should pay to perform. I'd be cool with fucking getting paid $50. Right. You know what I mean? I'd be cool with leaving it with $20. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just being able to say that I was able to perform a show in my city and get paid, right, and not have to do crazy like legwork and like, oh no, if I don't sell this amount of tickets, then I gotta front the rest of it, and I'm out that money.
Gotta take a loss, yeah.
Exactly. That's stupid. That's fucking stupid.
Right. Now, that's interesting. I just have a question about that. Now, is this like something that the venue had set up? Like, because like, what if people? Let's just say, not saying that this would happen at one of your shows, but let's just say like the only like 3 people show up, the artists are still getting paid.
Yes,
that's awesome. That's great.
So, thankfully, I've been to this venue on multiple different nights of the week. It's like a par. It's like a par. It's a pub. It's a bar. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They've got pool tables and shit. I've been there on different nights of the week, and they're pretty popular. Even on a Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday around noon to 1, like there's still at least 10 people in there.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So like I've been by there on Friday and Saturday night, and it's fucking popping. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I feel like at least even if those 10 people show up, that's still 10 new ears that have never heard those artists perform.
Yeah, of course.
So those are 10 new potential fans. So I'm hyped for people to at least just be able to perform and get paid. And that's what I was basically trying to push, is that so even if nobody shows up, there should at least be a music budget, because the venue should be promoting it. The artists themselves should be obviously promoting it. Right. If you're getting paid, bitch, you better be fucking promoting it. The fuck? Like,
well, that's the thing, is like if these venues were paying to play, if the venues were paying to play, and the promoters were as well, well, then they would have more of an investment in themselves to promote the show and actually do their job as a music venue or as a music promoter to go out and promote these events and do all that they can on all ends to promote these events. And like you said, have a music budget. Whereas, okay, I'm going to have 3 artists in, they're all getting $100 a piece. I have my $300 music budget. The DJ's getting 150. He's our in-house DJ. I already got him. That's all set. Okay, so let's get some fucking people in here so I can make some money tonight. Instead of I already made my money. I don't care who shows up. The artists all paid me $100, and the DJ paid me $100 to spin here tonight. So yeah, I made my 400. I don't really care who shows up.
Yeah, and that's actually something that the bar manager, because I was talking to him about it, that's something that actually he brought up, and he was like, I don't plan on having anybody have to pay to get in. He was like, I don't ever charge people to get in my bar because why would you pay to get in the bar?
Right.
Yeah. He was like, I don't give a fuck what's going on.
Right.
You're coming in here for drinks. That's where I'm going to make my money.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
yeah, a lot of I've ran into venues like that as well. Like if you think I'm charging my regulars 10, 20, even $5 to come in the door, you're out of your mind. And that's a different obstacle as well sometimes.
Yeah, that type of shit will draw people away.
That's true too. Turn around.
Exactly.
But let's keep it moving because we're running short on time. Johnny, you want to go round table or you got another one?
So I got a quick question. So would you rather perform for a crowd of like 300 that came to see Libsey, like you're the headliner of the show, or would you rather perform for a crowd of say 3,000 where you are opening for an artist where not necessarily people are there to see you?
Right.
So see, in that aspect, I feel like with the 3,000, you have a better possibility of getting more than 300 people. But with the 300 people and you're the headliner and those are 300 people there to see you, that event gets lively. That's going to make for great footage, and that's going to keep the buzz, and that's going to keep it pushing because you have 300 dedicated fans that came to a show specifically for you. So if you put on a damn good fucking show for those 300 people, they're going to tell 300 people, each person tells fucking 10 people. That's a lot of fucking people.
That's 3,000 right there.
Exactly. See that? See that?
But
welcome to Behind the Math feature.
Right.
No, seriously, I always say the intimate shows are great because even if like you do a show of 3,000, there's always that crowd of people that like they're just hanging out at the bar, not listening to what you're saying. You know what I mean? And like
exactly,
like your job as an artist is to get that attention, but it's not always going to work sometimes, but if you're there for a crowd of 300 and everyone's feeling your shit, you're going to feed off of that energy too. So your show's going to be even better. It just like there's pros and cons for both of them. I just think it's interesting. I like to hear what people would prefer to do.
Yeah, no, definitely the more intimate show. Actually, just a little sidebar. It was Denzel Curry. Denzel Curry recently did a show. I saw it on Instagram Live. He was live on his Instagram doing it. And it was a little intimate show that he was doing at like an art gallery. And it was the fucking coolest shit. Like the crowd was all vibing, like they were rapping along and he was just vibing out with the crowd. And it wasn't like he was on this massive stage. He was in the little corner of a fucking art gallery. You know what I mean? Like they had they had the DJ set up and he was just sitting in front of the mic, sitting in front of the DJ rapping, just like a regular show like you or I would have done. And it was just such a fucking cool thing to see somebody of his caliber and his like, he can do fucking Lollapalooza. He can do fucking Rolling Loud, but he was chilling here in this art gallery with like, 100 to 200 people just vibing out. And it was just such a way cooler experience to watch rather than watching him say on a giant fucking stage with his name and fucking bright lights and shit.
Right. Which is super cool too, though.
Yeah.
You know, but like you said, the intimacy of it is super dope, especially when you're a true fan of the art. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just
No,
about to say, that intimacy feels more hip hop than the big stages.
right. Oh, good shit. Good point.
You know what I mean? It feels more hip hop than the big lights and the big flashiness.
That's what it is.
You mentioned Rolling Loud. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I guess there was footage that came up where one of the openers for Rolling Loud was literally performing for like 13 people.
Yeah.
And like no one was there yet. And he was just going all out. He was going all out for these 13 people and fucking killed it.
And what Rolling Loud's response?
Yeah. Rolling Loud sent him an Xbox, the new Xbox, and like they got it, like they put a Rolling Loud emblem on it and everything, and got it all personalized, and they just gave it to him for like literally going hard to perform in front of 13 people.
Well, did you hear what they said? Did you hear the note that was attached to it?
I did not catch that.
The note not word for word, but it said something along the lines of like, hopefully you get to perform for more than 13 people next time.
Yeah. So right there, they're already inviting them back.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So you see how dope that is?
Stay positive.
Yeah.
Hey, any press is good press.
Oh yeah, big time. I just had that conversation the other day too. Yeah, it's always the case. Yep. 100%.
Let's hit him with the table question. Let's get out of here.
All right, Johnny, what do you got? You go ahead, my man.
All right. So we asked this question to everybody. You're at a restaurant. At your table, there's 6 chairs. You're sitting at one of them. On those other chairs are anyone from any different walk of life. Could be dead, alive. Could be a fictional person. Could be an actor from a movie or who they're portraying. Cartoon character. Doesn't matter who they are. Who is at that table with you? Who do you want to have those like cool, intimate conversations with over a meal?
Holy shit, this is a really fucking cool question. How many spaces do I have? 5, 6?
Yeah, five other people.
5? Okay.
Five humans.
Wow, this is a really cool question. Lil Wayne, I'll throw that out there.
Dope.
And you said I can do fictional characters? This is gonna be fun. I would have to say Alice from Alice in Wonderland, post Wonderland.
Whoa.
I would have to say Alex, the main character from A Clockwork Orange.
I knew you were gonna say that. It's awesome. Alex.
What's that? 3?
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal, because not because he's a great basketball player, but because he's genuinely financially fucking smart. So I just want to have the financial conversations with him. You know what I mean?
And he's fucking hilarious. So you'd have.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, dude! He's hysterical. And then where the fuck? Sorry, ADD moment. I was like, where the fuck is my other hoodie string? So I'd have to say probably the last. Damn, this one's tough. All right. I would have to say, and this is going to be funny for anybody that knows me, I would have to say Jesus Christ. Because I want to know what happened, bro.
Yeah.
Was you really walking on water?
Right.
Was all that shit real? Like, what's up?
Yeah.
You're not the first person to say Jesus. I forget who it was that said was it 5? I don't remember. I don't remember who it was. But someone else said Jesus Christ too. It's an interesting one.
We need a stat boy.
Yeah.
We need a stat boy.
So,
That's a dope ass table.
It's a definitely interesting table. And it's funny because I see Lonell, he says he asked favorite Pokemon, and you asked that earlier too. Yeah. I almost put Ash Ketchum on that table, but then I was like, bro, I've been watching this motherfucker for 25 years. Like, I already know everything I need to know.
Big fact.
So I guess I have to answer the Pokemon question now.
Yeah.
So I do have like a preferred team of 6, but it always changes. My number one favorite Pokemon will always be Charizard because it's just OG as fuck. You know what I mean? Like I've been playing since the beginning. That was my first starter. Like he will always be my favorite. You know what I mean? That's who I started my technically that's who I started my journey with. You know what I mean? So like that'll always be my favorite. But yeah, no, I usually have like a team of 6 that like fluctuates, depends on who's dope and who's not. You know what I mean? Like who I'm feeling at that moment in time. Because I love all Pokemon. There are some Pokemon that are stupid. I will absolutely admit that. There's some fucking retarded ideas. There's some stupid designs. There's no need for. There's a new Pokemon and it's just a fucking flamingo. There's nothing special about it. It's just a flamingo.
Yeah,
and guess what?
All the later generations are like weird fucking things.
Bro, guess what it's called?
Isn't there one that's like a trash bag? Like looks like a trash bag.
Yeah, that's called Garbodor though. Like it's actually a pretty cool Pokemon. But no, this flamingo. Guess what it's called? Flamigo. They just got rid of the ant.
Wow.
Like. Are you fucking kidding me?
Clever.
You couldn't have thought of any. I would have been happy with 1 foot purple bird. Like I would have been cool with that. Like at least that was creative.
And Garbodor does sound dope.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool looking Pokemon. I have to admit.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for the rapper references about how other rappers are trash like Garbodor and shit like that.
You know. I have actually on the album, I have a song that every bar is Pokemon related. So Nice. Yeah. So I could do that. I like throwing Pokemon bars into my shit all the time.
Literally my last bars of the barbecue verse has a Pokemon reference. I say what do I say? I said, "Oh, you got the work ethic of Ash's Charizard."
Yeah.
Yes. That thing's lazy as fuck. But no, hey, truthfully though, I saw something that pointed it out and it made a lot of sense. Ash technically never fucking caught caught Charmander, and he was never traded Charmander. He just kind of took him. That's why it never listened to him.
Conspiracy Pokemon theories. Because
he truthfully never caught Charmander. He just kind of took the ball that he existed in, and then fucking he took him from a bully. He took him from a kid that left him out in the rain to die.
Wow,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So like,
it's kind of fun.
Tripp is not interested in this conversation at all. Wow,
it's like
wow. What is this gonna end?
I don't know.
Yeah, my wife actually just pointed out something in the comments too. It also leveled up way too fast. And Ash didn't have the necessary badges to train him. You know what I mean? So like, it just was over. It was just way too over leveled.
No, this is just like me explaining like inner world theories to my wife and shit. Like Middle Earth, Hollow Earth theories and shit. She's like,
oh. Well, thankfully, my wife is equally as big a Pokemon nerd as I am.
Nice.
So we actually, when we got married on Halloween. Quite a few years ago, and we got married as Pikachu. Like we got the official Pikachu costumes from Japan from the Pokemon Company.
Wow!
And that was our wedding costumes. I had like a groom hat, and she had a veil on hers.
That's crazy! I can't believe that didn't go viral for you.
Well, I wasn't trying to post it all over the place. That's
YOLO. But you don't always get married once all the time. Let me shut my mouth. Never mind. We're all 3 married men here, so I can joke. And Linnell's tuned in. We all know he's married as well.
Linnell's the dude.
Yeah, for sure. Big shout out.
But if you're gonna do a song with a bunch of Pokemon references, hit me up. I'll fucking join that shit.
Yeah, Johnny will hop on that with you for sure.
Oh, bro,
I can only do like the first 2 or 3 generations. Anything after that, it gets a little.
All right, you do the intro where it's the first 2 to 3 generations. Then Libsey comes in with all the newer school references.
Yeah, I have the other 5 generations on 5. No, 6 now. Oh my god!
I get credit on the track. The concepts, if you will, Johnny. But check it out. So So guys, without we're gonna let Libsey get on with his night and shit. You guys, I know you want to turn into your Thursday night football game on Prime Video. No, I'm just kidding. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. But Libsey, tell the people. I know I have your link tree in the description, but tell them where they can follow you and your IG handle and shit like that.
You can follow me on Instagram at Libsey Official. You can find my music on Spotify, iTunes, literally all streaming platforms. I agree with them here. It just says Facebook user here for me. It doesn't tell me who that is, but I just like sports as well. So
yeah, nobody's going to watch football. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think this is Mike Lover. I don't know because we had a couple of Facebook comments before, but Mike actually commented that it was Mike Lover a while ago, so I'm assuming that's who that is. But,
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep.
See Mike Lover, so big supporter of the brand and shit. So we appreciate you, dog. IB, we appreciate you as well, man.
Appreciate everybody in here.
Yeah, big facts.
Before you guys close out, I do just want to plug. I do just want to plug real quick. I have a collab project dropping in I want to say late February. It's gonna have a fuck ton more like big name features as well as features from local artists. I have a feature with a band, my uncle's band actually, my uncle's metal band. I have them featured on one of the songs. So there's a whole bunch of collabs. There's no solo tracks. It's all strictly collabs. And then I have my podcast every Monday. So tune in. I have Trippy hopping on. Johnny, you're welcome to hop onto the episode as well.
Mm-hmm.
By all means. This way here, I can return the podcast favor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'll be dope. Yeah, Johnny, please. We'll do it together. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm down.
But I go live every Monday at 7 p.m. This Monday, I have Ace Za, a local New Bedford artist that's going to be on the show. Make sure you guys tune into that. I go live every Monday. The season ends in April, I think. So, yeah, I'll be streaming all through the winter and all through the spring. So, make sure you tune in.
Podcast. My bad. Whooshy Gang Podcast, guys. You can find it on Libsey's YouTube channel. Like I said, make sure you guys pop over there right after this and subscribe to the channel and show the homie some love. And you go live on the YouTube from that channel, I assume.
Yep, I go live from YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter actually.
Oh, beautiful. And they're all in your link tree.
Yep.
I love it, dude. It's fucking dope. Johnny, you didn't ask him who's gonna pay the bill at the dinner.
Yeah, who's paying the bill?
Oh, Shaq, he's the one more financially able.
That's true.
Well, Jesus could be
Jesus
like,
could have just made it appear.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
Jesus ordered everybody waters, and
That's-
then everyone that.
Oh, he turned water to wine.
Yeah, he ordered everybody waters, and then like, listen, we're not paying for drinks.
Word. Guys, also, yes, please go show Libsey some love, guys. I'm going to be tuning into the podcast as well. Monday night, 7 p.m., the Whooshy Gang podcast. What else did I want to say? Also, some self-promotion. I was in a Cypher that just dropped at 7:30 p.m. East Coast time.
Yes, sir.
On this channel as well. I was able to anchor that one at the barbecue with a bunch of other dope MCs on it. So if you guys want to run that back, that just dropped today as well. Newest Cypher on the channel. Jesus is the ultimate Pokemon.
You know, it's funny actually because in the actual games and the actual lore, there is a Pokemon that is technically God. It's the one that created all the other Pokemon.
That's wild.
Yeah, so like it's kind of funny that he said that because there actually is a fucking God Pokemon.
What's his name?
Arceus.
Arceus? That's actually pretty dope too.
It looks retarded. It looks it looks like a frail fucking deer.
Damn.
Yes, it's pretty. It's
Bambi.
It's rough. It looks like Bambi's mom.
It's Bambi after his mom got murked.
No, it's Bambi's mom.
We're gonna have to play Pokemon Go again, and I really don't want to do that. So,
hey, don't even stress about Pokemon Go. Just get yourself a Switch. Get Pokemon Scarlet or Violet. It's the first fully open world game. You know how, like, for instance, you'd run down a path and you'd have to fight the trainer because they saw you.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you can just run right past them. I can literally do circles around the motherfucker and just walk away. Like if they don't interact with you. You have to initiate the battle.
That's dope. Johnny's gonna be all over that. Johnny's gonna find you on. Johnny's finding you on the PS. Are you next gen PS? Because Johnny is. And,
no, it's Nintendo. It's a Switch.
It's Nintendo. Shit, I should have known that. Yeah,
I got a Switch too. The wife has a Switch, but she never played.
There you go. Super dope.
Well, you're gonna have to get it because, bro, it's probably it's fine.
Oh, you know what else? I just heard of another open world game coming soon too. I can't think of it off the top, but as soon as I log out of here, I'll think of it. But
is it the Sonic one?
Yes.
So I heard it was good, but then I've also heard a ton of reviews on why did they do this?
Right. Okay.
Because, like, to be fair, why does Sonic need an open world game?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a left to right scroller. It's not it doesn't need an open world. Yeah.
Yeah, if you wanted to like make it look better, you could have done like Sonic Adventures over again and just made it look better.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Or even like Sonic 3D is dope, but going further than that. I did play Sonic Racing, which is pretty fun. It's a spin-off of Mario Kart. Pretty fun game for free on PlayStation Network.
So if you have the Switch and you have the online service plus expansion pass, the expansion pass gives you the digital versions of the Nintendo 64 and the Sega Genesis. On the Sega Genesis I don't know if anybody ever played this. I fucking loved it. When they added it to the Genesis, I was ecstatic. Sonic Pinball is probably one of the coolest fucking games I have played in a long time. It's literally just pinball, but you play a Sonic. Like Sonic is the ball.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love pinball. Yeah, I grew up playing pinball. For sure.
It's pretty much a Sonic the Hedgehog game, but it's pinball. So it's all the same like controls, but you have to like maneuver around a pinball level
machine or whatever.
Yeah, it's fucking interesting, but like it's so fun.
AOK said we're crazy. Due to the fact that he would play open world Sonic all day long. But guys, on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. Libsey, thank you so much for taking the time out of your night, my dude. It was great chopping it up with you. And Johnny, thank you for tuning in after your birthday dinner. I appreciate that as well. Rapid Fire was a lot of fun, and I think tonight was a lot of fun, man. I enjoyed myself. So you guys got any last words?
Yeah, actually, just wait till my podcast because it's gonna be full of laughs.
Word.
Because because every episode is usually a pretty good episode, but I'm gonna make sure that when you guys come on, it's a real good fucking episode.
Let's get fucking high and just chop it up.
Oh, I planned on it. The getting high part was already part of it.
Oh yeah, big time. Like we said before off air, Libsey is a fan of like the vape or just smoking the bowl, while I will take 15 minutes to like break up the weed, crack down the blunt, and he's gonna already be on cloud 9 before I even get my shit lit. So
I was gonna say,
and then like a half hour in, my edible's gonna kick in.
Yeah.
AOK said to make sure I get back in touch with him. I have you in my calendar, bro. I'm looking at that shit right.
Yep.
Right.
Well, you better message him and just I mean, he's obviously going to do it, but you better just send him the reminder
I don't have him till January 2nd. He's good.
Right. January.
We got plenty of time.
And then I believe I'm the following week or maybe the week.
You're the following week.
All right. Yeah, Johnny's going to pop in on that with me as well.
Yep, actually, let me write Johnny in there now so that way when I go to make the flyer, I'm not just nice. Oh yeah, Trippy. This way here I can put both you guys.
Yeah, and then Johnny gets sad.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to be a dick.
Like that one show, remember when they put my name that fucking small next to yours?
I don't remember that.
That's rude.
It was at the thrift store.
I think it's because I had to. Libsey was at that show. It was the Bars Over Bars show. I think it's because I solidified the slot and it just got lost in the communication that Johnny Concepts was going to be joining me for the show, and the flyer came out, and I had.
But you guys are the Barrio Bros. How do you forget Johnny Concepts?
Well, because I don't think we listed that on the flyer. I think we just went as Trippy and Johnny
And
Concept.
that was the first time we ever performed together. But yeah, like my name was like this small, and like his name was like this big. I was just like, what the fuck is this?
There I am. I am there.
I was like, I'm the brains of the operation. I'm Mario.
Fuck.
Hey, you know what? Before you guys leave, before we end this, the Mario Bros. What do you guys think about the new Mario movie coming out?
Oh, can't wait.
It's gonna be fire.
Yeah,
Yo.
But me and Tripp had to talk about this offline, and we are fucking upset because we feel like we revived the franchise. Okay, and we deserve to be on the soundtrack.
At least a cut on the soundtrack. Warner Brothers, whoever's putting out this project, I think like we revitalized the whole franchise. So give us our fair due, or else we'll sue. And
exactly.
This T-shirt I'm printing. No, I'm just playing. They could sue us, fucking, if they really wanted to. But yeah, no, I can't wait. How about you? Are you looking forward to it?
I'm so fucking ecstatic. So the first trailer, the first little teaser they dropped when they had like Bowser invading and shit like that, fighting the penguins, like I was super hyped. That second trailer that just recently dropped, I'm not gonna lie, I actually cried a little. I was like, this is the Mario movie that we've been wanting for years.
I was just gonna say that's how you know it's gonna be a great movie.
Yeah, I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm excited.
Yeah, same. And B Franks is on the home team too, so he agrees.
Right.
And Dirt, this is exactly what we're all thinking without saying it. Dirt just goes ahead and says it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely eating some fun stuff and going to see that shit.
You can't go see, I would say you can't go see Mario not on shrooms.
Right. I might just see. I mean, the theater is a great experience on that shit, but I might just have to take that one home and enjoy that on some magical shrooms or something like that. Just take it home.
I'm definitely gonna take my son to go see it. He's all excited about it too.
On shrooms too.
Oh, shout out the One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in the comments. That's the name of the album that just dropped in October.
Nice. Okay. Word. Go find that shit on Libsey's Linktree. Description. Comment.
It's quite a bop.
Description of the video. Make sure you guys go peep that. All right, fam bams. This is it. Behind the Grind, volume 52, featuring the homie Libsey. Thank you very much to my co-host Johnny Concepts. Until next time, guys.
Appreciate you guys. Peace out.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys. Libsey, you're a real one, dog, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.